The Earth is home to roughly 7 billion people with diverse cultures and languages. But despite our differences, we are all linked by business. We all eat, shop, and dream of owning something. And most of us work. All businesses must have supervisors to function. Supervisors oversee the work of others to accomplish the objectives of the business. They represent both management to the workers and the workers to management. Welcome to SuperVision. I'm Gemmy Allen, and I'll be your guide through this SuperVision class. Welcome to SuperVision, Lesson 5, Communicating the Commitment and Passion of Champions. Some say that a supervisor's number one problem can be summed up in one word: communication. To equate communication with managing is like equating the game of golf with swinging a club. There's more to it. Communication establishes relationships and makes organizing possible. Every message has a purpose or objective. The sender intends, whether consciously or unconsciously, to accomplish something by communicating. In organizational contexts, messages typically have a definite objective, such as to motivate, to inform, to teach, to persuade, to entertain, or to inspire. This definite purpose is, in fact, one of the principal differences between casual conversation and managerial communication. Effective communication in the organization centers on well-defined objectives that support the organization's mission and goals. Supervisors strive to achieve understanding among the parties to their communications. The first step to communicate effectively is to understand the communication process. We all exchange information with others countless times a day, by phone, email, printed word, and in person. Let's see how communication works using the process of communication as a guide. The following scenario may seem old, but the information is still relevant today. Use it to model your own philosophy of management.
Phil, as soon as we finish this special run here, we're going to have to do that special order we've been putting off.
What are the specs for that?
Well, it says right here.
Oh, that can't be right.
Well, what's wrong with that? Didn't we do that a couple months ago?
We sure did. But do you remember that uproar with the CD company?
Oh, hog feathers. Those weren't the same, were they?
They sure were.
We're going to have to check this out. Margot, I hate like the smallpox to have to tell you this, but we're going to have to do that special run today. Production is really on me to get this out.
Oh, not today.
We can't put it off forever. Now, I know it's going to be a hassle, but...
Well, hassle, that's putting it mildly. Why can't you get K-Line to do it?
K-Line is up to their Stetsons and custom runs. Now, we're just going to have to do our share, like it or lump it.
Well, I'm going to lump it, and you can take that to the bank.
Julia, we're going to have to do that special run today. We're going to have to do that special run today. Scott, we're going to switch to the special run after we finish this sequence, okay?
Well, this had better be the last special run for a while. That's all I got to say.
Special run? What special run?
Didn't Bonnie Sue tell you? I saw her walk down to your station.
No one jived with me all morning.
Is that what Bonnie Sue was talking about? She came down to tell me something. I thought she said I could take off Wednesday.
Well, why do you want Wednesday off?
Well, my son's in the high school regionals in wrestling, and I've never seen him on the mat. And I promised him I'd try to get off. And here I thought it was all set.
Do I understand this? Scott, you and Julia don't have your machine set to the new specs yet?
I didn't know nothing about it.
Oh, terrific. Here I am breaking my neck adjusting my machine, and you two haven't even started yet.
Chances are Bonnie Sue is going to need an antacid before this lunch is over. That is, if she gets a chance to eat at all. But the morning did not have to turn out like this. It could have turned out like this.
Yes.
Well.
Well, I'm really glad we could work this thing out so you could take off on Wednesday, Julia.
Oh, so am I, Bonnie Sue. Mike has his heart set on my being there.
The only problem is if he wins this one, you're going to want to take off to see him in the state finals.
Brace yourself, Bonnie Sue. If Mike goes to the state, we're all taking off to see him.
Yeah. I got news for you, Phil. If he goes to state, I'm going to be there before you. And let's just hope it's on Saturday. We're all going to be eating burnt oatmeal. You ready to do that special run this afternoon?
I'm ready.
I'll need 15 minutes more.
I'm ready.
Got my pedal to the metal.
Well, that sounds good. I guess we can finish that job this afternoon, then.
Oh, I sure hope so, Bud. So, Bud.
Let's review the basic communication model that is the framework for this illustration. Every communication begins with an idea or information. The idea is formed in the mind of the sender into a message to be transmitted. The message is transmitted through media, oral, written, or symbolic, to the receiver. The receiver interprets the message and responds to it. This response is in the form of feedback. Without feedback, the sender does not know how the message was received. In the first set of scenes, there were problems in each stage of the communication process. Obviously, these problems do not have to occur. Let's take a look.
Phil, as soon as we finish this run, we're going to have to do that special order we've been putting off.
What are the specs for that?
Well, it's the same as we did 3 weeks ago. In fact, it's for the same company.
Are you sure? We don't want another disaster.
I'm sure, Phil. I checked it out. Now, how soon can we get started?
Well, I'll need an hour transition time. We can start right after lunch.
Good. Sounds good to me. Morning, Margot. As soon as we finish this run, we're going to have to do that special order.
Oh, not today.
Today's the day.
Well, why can't K-Line do it?
K-Line's up to their Stetsons and custom runs. Now, we're just going to have to do our share.
Well, give me time to adjust my machine. You know mine takes longer than the others.
Okay. Julia, we're going to have to do that special run today. Julia, we're going to have to do that special run today.
Oh, okay, Bonnie Sue. What about Wednesday?
Good news, I checked with personnel, and they said you got enough back time to take a personal day off.
Oh, great. Mike will be so happy.
We'd like to do this special run after lunch. Will there be any problem?
No, I should be ready.
Scott! Scott! Scott!
What's new, Bonnie Sue?
Morning, Scott. You having trouble down there?
No, I was just looking for something.
Would you find it?
No.
Scott, we're going to have to do that special run today. Can you make the switch over as soon as this run's finished?
No sweat.
Now, we're aiming to do this after lunch.
Skillful Scott at your service.
You saw in this lesson of communicating that good supervisors transmit information and understanding among employees. Communication influences people and their feelings. This produces a commitment between the parties involved. It determines how people will work together and what outcomes to expect. With this lesson, we've shown you communicating the commitment and passion of champions. Try to relate what you read and discuss to your own real experiences at work, in the classroom, on the athletic field, and at home. Coming up in the 6th lesson, we'll start studying time and stress management. This has been SuperVision, Lesson 5, Communicating the Commitment and Passion of Champions. I'm Gemmy Allen, and I look forward to guiding you each step of the way as you determine your own philosophy of management.